I used to think of the kind of chaos where one night could completely unravel a close group of friends only happen in movies. But I was proven wrong not long ago. We were more than just friends. We were like family. 8 of us, all paired off into couples. One couple had been married for 3 years and even had a toddler. My wife, Mara, and I had been married for about 18 months. Another pair had just said, "I do," last summer. And then there were Rachel and Nick, the last of our group set to tie the knot in February. We were all around the same age, worked in similar industries, and lived in the same neighborhood. Over the years, we'd shared countless milestones together, birthdays, job changes, holidays, and heart-to-hearts that went late into the night. But nothing could prepare us for the night that tore it all apart. With Nick and Rachel's wedding fast approaching, it was time for one final tradition, the bachelor and bachelorette parties. Sure, people have their opinions about them, but we always approached them as harmless fun. So Nick planned a simple night out with the guys at a well-known club. His one rule, no crazy antics. "Rachel's not cool with strippers," he said. "Just want a chill night with my boys." I poked fun at him, calling it a wasted opportunity. "This is supposed to be your last hurrah, man." I joked, and the guys all laughed. Still, we agreed, low-key but memorable. That Saturday night, we grabbed a cab and headed out. Meanwhile, our wives had their own plans, karaoke and drinks. As expected, the night kicked off lighthearted. Stories flowed along with the liquor, and I checked in with Mara a few times. "How's it going?" I asked. Her voice was bright and tipsy. "Rachel just won a game. We got a bottle of brandy as a prize." She laughed. "We're mixing it with champagne." "That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen," I said, amused. She laughed and quickly hung up to rejoin the fun. About an hour later, I called again. Her voice had changed, slurred and strange. Something was off. "You sure it's just girls there?" I joked, half serious after hearing what sounded like male voices in the background. "It's only us," she replied quickly and then abruptly ended the call. After that, she didn't answer anymore. Back on our side, the night continued smoothly. Drinks, dancing, laughter. Around 3 a.m., we called it a night. But Mara still wasn't home. Her phone was dead. Finally, at 6 a.m., she came stumbling into our apartment, clumsily knocking things over. She was clearly beyond drunk. I helped her to bed and asked why she hadn't answered her phone. "It died," she muttered before passing out. I couldn't sleep after that. My mind was restless, running wild with thoughts. Then my phone rang. It was Nick. His voice was tight with anger. "Is Mara home yet?" he asked. "Yeah, just got back." Totally wasted. "Ask her what really went down last night," he said, "because Rachel came home just like that, and man, things are bad." In the background, I heard Rachel shouting, followed by a loud crash. Nick continued, "Look at the photos I sent you. You need to see them." I opened the messages. What I saw made my stomach turn. There they were, our wives, surrounded by male strippers. But it wasn't just the presence of dancers. The pictures showed way more than anyone could excuse: drunken, boundary-breaking behavior. Things I never imagined my wife doing. Nick called again, furious. I checked Rachel's phone. There's even video. "I can send it if you want." "No," I replied numbly. "The pictures are enough." I needed air. I walked for what felt like hours. When I returned, I confronted Mara and told her to leave. She tried denying everything at first, said I didn't understand. But when I showed her the pictures, she stopped talking. She packed her bag in silence. Later that day, Nick sent a group text. "Wedding's off. If you want the full story, talk to Rachel." No fanfare, no drama, just cold finality. Instead of attending a wedding, the guys met at a bar. None of us were okay. 3 marriages were either broken or on the brink, all because of one reckless night. Somewhere between the silence and the clinking of beer glasses, we realized something. The bachelor party we joked about never happened. So we held one right then, for newly single men, betrayed and confused, trying to laugh through the pain. In one night, everything changed. And there's no going back.